eminent dignitaries on the days, special invitees, officials from the ministries, retired and serving officials of the IMD and meteorology enthusiasts, respected members of the press and media, ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to the grand celebration of the 150th year of the India Meteorological Department. भारत मौसम विज्ञान विभाग के 150वें वर्ष के भव्य समारोह में आप सबका हार्दिक स्वागत है. And today, on this momentous occasion, we are honored to have amongst us the august presence of Honorable Vice President of India and eminent dignitaries. May I now request Dr. M. Mohapatra, Director General of Meteorology, to kindly do the honors of welcoming our esteemed guest with a floral bouquet and an Angavastram. We request you, sir, to welcome the Honorable Vice President of India. May I request you, sir, to welcome the Honorable Minister for Earth Sciences, Government of India. May I now request you, sir, to welcome Secretary, Ministry of Earth Sciences. Thank you, sir. May I now request the Honorable Chief Guest, the Honorable Vice President of India, and our eminent dignitaries of the days to kindly light the ceremonial lamp and formally inaugurate the celebrations. Ladies and gentlemen, we gather here today to mark the beginning of our special event with the auspicious ceremony of lighting the ceremonial lamp. The tradition symbolizes the dispelling of darkness and the ushering in of light, knowledge and prosperity. And we would like to thank our Honorable Vice President for being present here today. Ladies and gentlemen, may I now invite Dr. M. Mohapatra, Director General of Meteorology, to kindly begin the proceedings with his welcome address. Dr. M. Mohapatra, DGM and the third Vice President of World Meteorological Organization, is a renowned meteorologist and well known globally for bringing the pragmatic change in cyclone forecasting.
Namaskar, good morning to all of you. Honorable Vice President of India, Shri Jagdeep Dhankhar ji, Honorable Minister for Sciences, Shri Kiran Rijiju ji, Dr. M. Ravichandran, Secretary, Minister for Sciences, Government of India, Mrs. Ranju Madan, my colleague, Chairperson of the Local Organizing Committee, former Secretaries of Minister for Sciences, and former Director Generals of India Meteorological Department, secretaries, former secretaries of Government of India and different states and union territories, my dear colleagues from India Meteorological Department, working and retired, my dear colleagues from Minister for Sciences, and all the scientific organizations at the central level and the state level, distinguished scientists, administrators, disaster managers, engineers from different states and central agencies, my dear friends and colleagues from press and electronic media, ladies and gentlemen. On the behalf of India Meteorology Department and my personal behalf, I extend warm greetings and welcome to our respected, beloved, and honorable Vice President of India, Shri Jagdeep Dhankhar ji. We express deep gratitude to you, sir, for sparing your valuable time and blessing us on this momentous occasion of inaugural ceremony of celebration of 150th year of India Meteorological Department. I welcome Honorable Minister of Earth Sciences, Shri Kiran Rijiju ji, whose guidance has enabled IMD and Minister of Earth Sciences to scale new heights in recent period. I welcome you, sir. Dr. M. Ravichandran, Secretary Minister of Earth Sciences, has been a pillar of support in guiding IMD in each and every initiative. I welcome you, sir. I extend warm welcome to all of you present here and joining online. I'll just go to a little history. While the entire country was fighting the first war of independence in 1857, a few people in Asiatic Society of Bengal were raging another war. They were fighting for another cause, and they were loving and requesting the then British India, just to save the lives and properties from the natural disasters like cyclones, floods, droughts, etc. Their fight went on. After a long endeavor, India Meteorological Department was established in 1875, subsequent to 1864 massive cyclone which caused death of 80,000 people in Calcutta, and another cyclone which caused 40,000 people in Andhra Pradesh, hitting near Basilipatanam in the same year of 1864. It was followed by 1866, the famine, popularly called as Bengal famine, and then again in 1871. So all these events compelled British India to establish the India Meteorology Department on 15 January 1875. While we are celebrating 150 years today, commencing from today, IMD has undergone several phases of evolution and has been a testament of progress, glory, and service to the nation since 1875. It has demonstrated a continuity from the ancient knowledge, starting from Rig Veda, to the modern knowledge with intervention and innovation of science, technology, and services. As the year passed on, our commitment to observing and forecasting weather and climate became a tale of innovation and resilience. Starting from simple India Hut, popularly initially known as Madras Hut, with the observatory at 1793 in Chennai. Now, the country has moved on to automated system of observations like automated stations, automated rain gauges, satellites, radars. And also, we have come up with the various forecasting data. We have got 2 satellites. We have got 39 radars at present with the Doppler type, more than 6,000 rain gauges, and many more. Starting from a daily exchange of data through postcards in 1876, we have come up with social media and all types of automated and latest ICT tools. We have come up a long way from a simple persistence forecast starting from 1865, the port warning issued for Calcutta port. Now we have got perhaps no such sector which is left out by the India Meteorology Department in providing the weather informations, weather forecast, climate informations, and the climate forecast. With the round-the-clock watch on the weather and climate over the Earth's surface, lands, etc., ocean and atmosphere, India Meteorology Department is working to provide the safety and security and enabling the disaster managers and general public to optimize the weather and climate informations, to safeguard their lives and livelihood, and also to increase their income and hence the societal benefits. Commencing from port warning as I told 1865, there has been evolution of various types of services. I'll just mention a few. People will talk about the environmental monitoring now. We came up with ozone monitoring in 1928. We started aviation meteorological services in 1911. We started climate services in 1908. And we started flood meteorological services and many other services in 1966. And like that, the journey went on, and at present we have got impact-based forecast and risk-based warning for each and every severe weather event for each city and town and each district, and also we have got block-level forecast. While IMD in collaboration with sister organizations in MOES, R&D institutes in the country and outside, central and state stakeholders and disaster managers is moving ahead, demonstrating its capacity in improving national economy and helping to minimize loss of lives and improve livelihood, there are still challenges, especially with respect to small-scale severe weather hazards and lightning and cloudburst, etc. There is also scope to mainstream our climate informations with each and every activity. As Honorable Prime Minister is told, we should mainstream our DRR activity with each and every activity of the country. IMD aims at addressing all these in a collaborative approach with academia, R&D institutes, public and private partnership and stakeholders. IMD would continue to develop its capability to meet the challenges and scale new heights in this Amrit Kal so as to serve the society better. I once again welcome you all to this auspicious occasion, the day when countries celebrating Pongal, Makar Sankranti, Bihu, etc. We also celebrate the 150th year of India Meteorological Department, the glorious journey. Thank you all.
Thank you, Dr. Mohapatra, for the warm welcome and the introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, on this momentous occasion, we are proud to present the theme song of IMD, which is being composed by Shri Gajendra Solanki, an international poet and lyricist. Aditya Jaite Vashri, Mausam Vibhag Vande. This is a Sanskrit phrase that means the sun gives rainfall, and we salute the meteorological department. माननीय उपराष्ट्रपति जी महोदय जी से निवेदन है कि आप कृपया अपने शुभ हस्तों से IMD के थीम गीत को जारी करें. And ladies and gentlemen, we invite you all to listen to this melodious song, an inspiring song which reflects the spirit and vision of the IMD.
मौसम विभाग वंदे, मौसम विभाग वंदे, हम हर मौसम पढ़ने वाले, मानव जीवन के रखवाले, वसुधा परिवार हमारा है, मौसम विज्ञान सहारा है। पृथ्वी की गतियों का विधान, ऋतुओं का शाश्वत संविधान, जलवायु और पर्यावरण के परिवर्तन का ध्यान, आपदाओं से हो सतर्क सब IMD अभियान। ये मौसम ज्ञान पुरातन, नवल विज्ञान प्रभावन। जल थल अंबर हर गांव नगर पर्वत घाटी जंगल सागर, जीते हम संग फिजाओं के, लाते संदेश हवाओं के, सहयोगी मित्र किसानों के, जन जीवन की मुस्कानों के, कर्तव्य निष्ठ मौसम प्रहरी, जन सेवा में आस्था गहरी, करते अध्ययन तूफानों के, नव चक्रवात अनुमानों के, जन धन जीवन रहे सुरक्षित, मंथन अनुसंधान, मानवता के लिए समर्पित मौसम का विज्ञान, मानसून संज्ञान, अपना ज्ञान पुरातन, अमर वरदान सुहावन। वैदिक संस्कृति का नव विहान, ऋषि चाणक्य का अर्थ ज्ञान, कवि कालिदास के मेघदूत, आदित्य प्रभा के अग्रदूत, मौसम उपग्रह का दिग्दर्शन, ऋतु चक्र प्रवर्तन विश्लेषण, भारत के स्वर्णिम कल के लिए शुचि मन में दृढ़ संकल्प लिए, साक्षी समृद्ध विरासत के हम गौरव प्यारे भारत के, पूर्व पश्चिम उत्तर दक्षिण शुभ कर्म योग संधान, सीमाओं के पार हमारी करुणा की पहचान, सहयोगी गुणगान, मौसम ज्ञान पुरातन, अमर विज्ञान पुरातन, मौसम विभाग वंदे, मौसम विभाग वंदे, मौसम विभाग वंदे, मौसम विभाग वंदे।
Dhanyavad. And ladies and gentlemen, I now have the privilege to invite Shri Kiran Rijijuji, the Honorable Minister for Earth Sciences, Government of India, to kindly grace us with his address.
Respected Sri Jagdeep Dhankhar ji, the Honorable Vice President of India, Dr. M. Ravichandran, Secretary, Ministry of Earth Sciences, Dr. Mrityunjay Mahapatra, Director General, India Meteorological Department, all the senior officials, former secretaries of Ministry of Earth Sciences, and former DGs of the IMD, former as well as the working IMD officials from various parts of the country present today, online and offline, distinguished scientists, officers from central and state agencies, invited guests, press and electronic media, ladies and gentlemen. Today is definitely a historic day for India and especially for the Meteorological Department as it celebrates 150th Foundation Day. IMD is an important service department of the ministry. I express my heartiest congratulations to IMD and all its employees, both retired and working, for this remarkable milestone of providing services to the nation. During its long period of existence, IMD has been able to mold itself as a world-class national meteorological service that uses latest technological tools for monitoring, prediction, and warning of extreme weather and climate events that occur over and around the country, and thereby helping the nation to build resilience against risk related to the disasters and the climate change. Under the inspiring leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji, my ministry is leaving no stone unturned to complement the efforts of IMD by providing all the resources necessary for the smooth working of IMD and other organizations of the ministry and fostering strong collaborative ecosystem among them and other related ministries and stakeholders for optimal development of meteorological science and services in the country. One such example is the Monsoon Mission project, in which various organizations within and outside Ministry of Earth Sciences are collaborating together for the further improvement of dynamic models developed during the phase 1 of this project for generating forecasts at various time scales from nowcast to short and medium range up to 7 days to extended range up to 4 weeks and long range, that is months and seasons, as well as different special scales like specific location, block, district, subdivision, state, broad geographical regions, and all India basis, etc. This is a paradigm shift from the conventional statistical to dynamical monsoon forecast. During the last few years, IMD has taken several proactive steps to improve the weather observational network in the country. For example, the number of Doppler radars in the country has increased from 15 in 2014 to 39 in 2023. An additional 25 radars will be added in next 2 to 3 years. Rainfall monitoring stations have increased from 3,955 in 2014 to 6,095 in 2023. Upper air stations have increased from 43 in 2014 to 56 in 2023. High wind speed recorders increased from 19 in 2014 to 35 in 2023 and so on. The climate change is a matter of concern for the whole world, as it is visible in the form of melting of ice and glaciers in the polar region, as well as the great hill ranges like the Himalayan snow cover and glaciers. There is a sea level rise, increase in frequency and intensity of extreme weather events, extinction of species, and shifting of species towards the poles. It is impacting not only the natural ecosystem, but also socio-economic and political life. Hence, the global policies are being framed up and implemented. As mentioned earlier, like all other countries of the world, India also faces the challenge of climate change risk. Today, weather and climate affect society more than at any other time, with different sectors vulnerable to even small changes in environmental conditions. India, under the Honorable Prime Minister's 10-point action plan, has taken up many missions to address the science gaps and required adaptation and mitigation measures. It is needless to say that the poor are the worst sufferers and the least developed countries, and the developing countries are suffering more. We have to become resilient to adverse impact of climate change and hazards. Societies are becoming more capable of mitigating the adverse consequences of weather and climate phenomena, provided the relevant and timely information are made available. Extreme weather and climate events interacting with exposed and vulnerable human and natural ecosystems can lead to disasters. Climate services are very important for short and long-term planning and strategy development, and IMD has already initiated these services in 5 major thrust areas of agriculture, health, water, energy, and disaster risk reduction, and has lined up the plans to expand them through customization of products. Ministry of Arts Sciences is taking up several steps through IMD, providing annual climate statements and detection of climate change in the country. These statements help not only India, but also WMO and IPCC to frame policies and guidelines and prepare for the Conference of Parties. Center for Climate Change Research runs Earth System Model to provide climate projections. The ozone hole study in the Antarctica and the study of the environment was taken up by the IMD long back in the year. Now we have established our centers in Himadri in Arctic and Himans in the Himalayas. All these initiatives in recent years by our government, led by Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji, will help in better understanding of prediction, adaptation, and mitigation measures. The warning and advisory services are helping farmers and fishermen to improve their financial status, as found them from a latest survey by National Center for Applied Economic Research. For example, the investment in monsoon mission program has resulted in the return of ₹50 for investment of each 1 rupee. The farmers below the poverty line especially have benefited immensely, as agromet advisories at district and block levels are used effectively by crores of farmers during various stages of farming, and the service is being expanded. The rapid scientific and technological advances have greatly improved the accuracy of weather forecast and life-saving early warning. The accuracy of forecast has increased by about 40% for different severe weather events forecast during last 5 years as compared to previous 5 years. The early warning services provided by IMD has helped to minimize loss of lives due to cyclones and heat waves, as well as heavy rainfall through response action by disaster managers, general public and stakeholders under the umbrella of National Disaster Management Act, plans, guidelines, SOPs introduced by the present government. We strive for the country which is more resilient to extreme weather, climate, water, and other environmental events. The mega scheme Prithvi has been approved by the Cabinet recently, and hence there is funding provision by the government. On behalf of the Ministry, I express my gratitude to our visionary Prime Minister Sri Modi ji. With the launching of Panchayat Seva today, IMD in collaboration with other agencies will be able to reach each household through its new mobile app Mausam. When I was in the Home Ministry, I had dealt with the disaster management very closely, and Dr. Mahapatra used to brief me as I was directly handling the disaster management, and I was also accorded, fortunately, as the disaster risk reduction champion for the Asia Pacific region by the United Nations. So disaster management has been very close to my heart. So since then I have seen and worked with the IMD, Dr. Mahapatra and his team. And that time I remember that the MPs used to question in the Parliament that how come we are unable to predict the cloudburst and some of the natural phenomena which are causing heavy damage to the human lives and properties. I used to tell Dr. Mahapatra that please do something. We should be able to forecast cloudburst or glacial lake burst, heavy rain, or this kind of extreme weather condition. He promised me. Of course, I told the members of Parliament that at this moment we don't have technology to predict cloudburst. But I'm happy. IMD has come up with a long way by establishing 10 Doppler radars in Western Himalayan region and planning to establish 11 radars in Eastern Himalayan region and northeastern states. Total number of radars in the country will go up to 86 in next 5 years. So we all know that everything depends on the observations. The more we have the ability to observe, the more our modeling capacity will increase, and then forecasting will become more accurate. My ministry is establishing IMD to enabling IMD to meet the challenges of cloudburst by augmenting more radars, AWS, and improving the models. High resolution models could be run with procurement of high power computing system, hopefully in the near future. My secretary and our DG and our officers are here. I am pushing very hard. We must get this high power computing system as early as possible. I hope all small scale to large scale severe weather events will be detected and predicted well in the coming years. It's a long journey IMD has traversed with many successes and challenges, and especially in the recent decade, it has demonstrated its global leadership by providing support to many countries. As I see in this Amrit Kal, IMD will reach out to every household and will ensure scientific knowledge-based information and guidance to have not only disaster-resilient society, but also to be partner in $5 trillion economy as envisaged by the Honorable Prime Minister very soon. I once again congratulate all the IMD employees and the entire meteorological fraternity for achieving this milestone. Finally, we are very fortunate that on this very historic occasion, the Honorable Vice President is amidst us. He is not only the Vice President of India, but he has a vast knowledge and experience of understanding of the difficulties of life, of the climate. And it is a very, very opportune moment for all of us to have Honorable Vice President Jagdeep Dhankhar ji amidst us. I once again thank Honorable Vice President to grace this occasion as a chief guest, and also all other invitees, especially those former secretaries, DGs, and former employees who have not forgotten us, those who have kept their link with the ministry, IMD, and to be part of this great journey. And 158 years is a special moment. When we celebrate 200 years, we may not be here, but 158 years, definitely, we are fortunate to be celebrating together. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for the inspiration and the motivation given to you. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now delighted to invite the the Honorable Vice President of India to kindly release the souvenir of the event. With souvenir, we present the evolution of IMD since 1875.
आज हम बादल नहीं अपने स्मार्टफोन की स्क्रीन देखते हैं मौसम की जानकारी के लिए। दादाजी अनुमान लगा लेते थे, मौसम विभाग विज्ञान लगाता है।
मैं भारत मौसम विज्ञान विभाग हूँ। आइए आपको अपनी कहानी सुनाता हूँ। The relentless fury of the 1864 Calcutta cyclone and the harsh grip of the 1866 famine unleashed brutal devastation. The necessity for weather forecasting gave birth to me in 1875. I started my journey with headquarters in Kolkata, then to Shimla, Pune and Delhi. As the years passed on, our commitment to observing weather became a tale of innovation and resilience. We have soared to new heights, now keeping an eye on the sky through cutting-edge technology, including satellite and radars, among others. From sending daily weather updates by post in 1876, we seamlessly transmit data every 10 minutes worldwide in 2023. Today, we proudly stand as the officially recognized Global Information Systems Center by the WMO. With a humble beginning in 1958 for numerical weather prediction in IMD, major breakthrough came with establishment of NCM RWF in 1988, procurement of supercomputer in 1989, establishment of Center for Atmospheric Sciences in IIT Delhi and IISc Bengaluru in 70s and IITM Pune in 1962 by IMD.
Thank you very much indeed, sir, for releasing the souvenir. Ladies and gentlemen, the souvenir also has blessings in the form of messages from the Honorable President and Honorable Vice President of India and from Union Ministers. And now we are excited to announce the launch of various initiatives by the IMD which will enhance the quality and reach of its services to the nation. The Decision Support System, the Panchayat Mausam Seva, India's IMD's mobile app, and the National Framework of Climate Services. We would now like to request the Honorable Vice President to kindly launch these initiatives by pressing the button on the remote.
The Indian Meteorological Department has developed the in-house WebGIS-based integrated decision support system known as the Weather Analysis and Forecast Enabling System, WAVES, inspired by Panch Mahabhuta water, air, fire, earth and sky. Utilizing web-based GIS technology, WAVES serves as a visualization platform to analyze meteorological observations and prediction models, aiding decision-making for severe weather phenomena and their socio-economic impact. The four-layer architecture of the DSS includes the Meteorological Information Communication System, Data Information Processing System, Synthesized Integrated Visualization System, and Public Weather Information System. Entirely built on open-source technologies. It incorporates specialized modules for severe weather events. Aligned with the belief of Sarvajan Hitai Sarvajan Sukhai, it provides real-time information for various sectors such as urban, power, hydrology, health, energy, agriculture, transport, and tourism under the UPHIT initiative that is cause of welfare. Upholding the vision Har Har Mausam, Har Ghar Mausam, IMD introduces Mausamgram, allowing the public to view forecasts for their location through a map or search function using place names, pin codes, or coordinates. Forecasts and warnings are disseminated in text and graphics format through various platforms like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, RSS feeds, common alert protocols, websites, SMS, and emails. Thank you.
कुशल कृषि प्रबंधन तथा कार्यों जैसे फसल की बुवाई, सिंचाई, खाद का उपयोग तथा फसल की कटाई व घाई के लिए मौसम की जानकारी अत्यंत महत्वपूर्ण है। भारत मौसम विज्ञान विभाग द्वारा मौसम का पूर्वानुमान मौसम आधारित कृषि सलाह तथा आपदा प्रबंधन के लिए प्रभाव आधारित पूर्वानुमान वर्तमान में विभिन्न माध्यमों से लगभग 3 करोड़ किसान को लाभान्वित कर रहा है। एक अध्ययन के अनुसार इन सेवाओं से बारानी क्षेत्रों में बीपीएल श्रेणी के कृषक परिवारों की वार्षिक आय में औसतन 12,500 रुपए की वृद्धि हुई है। इसकी महत्वता को समझते हुए भारत मौसम विज्ञान विभाग, पृथ्वी विज्ञान मंत्रालय, पंचायती राज मंत्रालय तथा ग्रीन अलर्ट मौसम सेवा ने पंचायत मौसम सेवा पोर्टल विकसित किया है। इसके माध्यम से देश के सभी ग्राम पंचायतों के प्रमुख, पंचायत सचिव एवं अन्य प्रतिनिधियों के माध्यम से जन जन तक मौसम की जानकारी उपलब्ध कराई जाएगी। इस पोर्टल के माध्यम से किसान घर बैठे अपनी स्थानीय भाषा में मौसम के सटीक अनुमान की जानकारी लेकर अपनी कृषि गतिविधियों का संचालन कर सकते हैं।
हमारे को पूर्ण रूप से जानकारी दी जाती है अगले 5 दिन के लिए। हमें रहते हम अपना आर्थिक नुकसान होने से बचा लेते हैं।
इस सेवा के माध्यम से यह प्रयास होगा कि हम देश के हर पंचायत प्रतिनिधि और हर किसान के साथ जुड़े। अधिक जानकारी के लिए दिए गए लिंक पर जाएं www.mosam.imd.gov.in/green-alerts।
One India, One Weather App, Mosam. Mobile application for unified weather services to the nation. India Meteorological Department has taken various initiatives in recent years including social media, mobile apps, dedicated website, common alerting protocol, RSS feeds and API for reaching out the common man and target users like fishermen, farmers and various stakeholders. To continue the glorious weather services to the nation, India Meteorological Department, Ministry of Earth Sciences, feels proud to launch the integrated GIS-based interactive mobile app Mosam for all weather-related services on 150th year of its establishment. The mobile app has convenient GIS-based weather maps highlighted at fingertip to access weather forecast anywhere at any time. Har Har Mosam. Har Ghar Mosam. The mobile app provides specialized services on current weather including temperature, humidity, wind, rainfall, sunrise, sunset and moonrise, moonset. It provides weather forecast for an hour to 7 days, rain alert, lightning alert, cyclone alert, forecast along national highway, railways, aviation and agro-meteorological advisory services among others. This app would provide users a platform to report any observed weather phenomenon with instant photo upload option. The mobile app supports 12 Indian languages in addition to English for varied users in India. Thank you. Dhanyavad.
Weather and climate influence our lives and livelihood. Considering this, India Meteorological Department introduces the National Framework for Climate Services, NFCS. IMD initiated the monitoring of weather and climate since its inception in 1875. First rainfall climatology was published in the year 1886, First Rainfall Atlas 1906. The first climatology of Meteorological Atlas of Indian Seas was established in 1908. IMD prepares the climatology of basic meteorological parameters like rainfall, temperature, wind and pressure, and the climate extremes like heat wave, cold wave, thunderstorm, cyclones, heavy rainfall, etc. It is being updated every 10 years. IMD has digitized all observational data since 1901. In 2021, the India Meteorological Department introduced a visualization tool for the public to observe different climate parameters, extremes, climate hazards, and vulnerability maps for severe weather events. IMD ventured into the climate forecasting from the very beginning, commencing from 1886 with All India Monsoon Rainfall Forecast utilizing Himalayan snow cover as precursor, followed by 1923 Monsoon Prediction utilizing Southern Oscillation Index, 16-parameter regression model in 1988, 8-parameter regression model in 2003 and then 6-parameter model in 2007. Breakthrough came in 2021 with launch of monthly and seasonal forecast of rainfall and temperature for all the months and seasons based on multimodal ensemble. With all these developments, climate services in the country multiplied with special emphasis on energy, health, disaster risk reduction, agriculture and hydrology. Climate service will be multiplied by considering success of weather forecasting by IMD. NFCS will be in line with mainstream standards so as to maximize the CILMATE applications and minimize the losses in view of increasing impact of climate change and climate hazards. Thank you.
We thank the Honorable Vice President, sir, for kindly launching these initiatives. Ladies and gentlemen, we are sure that these initiatives will benefit the nation and the society in many ways. And we are truly honored and privileged now to invite the Honorable Vice President, sir, Shri Jagdeep Dhankhar ji, to kindly grace us with his address.
Good morning, all of you. My greetings on Makar Sankranti. I'll begin by congratulating the entire IMD family. The extended IMD family, comprising those who are presently engaged and those who were earlier engaged. The nation is ever grateful to you for all that you have done. Shri Kiren Rijiju, Honorable Minister of Earth Sciences, Government of India. When I became a minister in the Union government after being elected to Parliament in 1989, I was Union Minister for Parliamentary Affairs. My wife had no idea what is meant by Parliamentary Affairs. And it turned out to be the most important ministry and shaped my career. I am what I am because of that. Same is true of Kiren Rijiju. Earth sciences could not be more important than in present times. You are handling a very important portfolio. Thank you for your kind words, but they have set for me a different benchmark. I would try to rise to that level. I was wondering why the Honorable Minister and Dr. M. Ravichandran were keeping COVID distance with me on the dais. But I hope it was all bona fide. Dr. Mrityunjay Mahapatra ji, Director General of Meteorological, IMD. In his address, he landscaped both the past and the present and the future. In-depth analysis and thought-provoking address. Srimati Ranju Madan, Deputy Director, General Administration, IMD. I must recognize presence in the audience of Dr. R.R. Kelkar, Dr. L.S. Rathod, Dr. Ajit Tyagi, Dr. K.J. Ramesh, all former Director Generals. They laid firm foundations for what IMD is today in its 150th year. As much the foundation is being laid today during our Amrit Kal by our visionary Prime Minister for what Bharat will be at 2047 when it celebrates centenary of its independence. We have amongst us Dr. Shailesh Naik, former Secretary, Ministry of Earth Sciences, distinguished audience. I am personally very grateful to IMD. And that has because when I was Governor State of West Bengal, the Honorable Chief Minister was very charitable in crediting me with a lot of things, including that during my tenure, we suffered cyclones because I was in Rajbhavan. But I was rescued by the IMD. They thought otherwise, and I could convince the Honorable Chief Minister, this is an age of science, we must yield to science. She did. I have seen myself during 3 years as Governor State of West Bengal, how efficient, how dedicated IMD is there. When she made in a light-hearted manner about cyclones visiting West Bengal. I told her, ma'am, in 1875, IMD was set up in Calcutta, now Kolkata, because IMD could anticipate there will be a governor in West Bengal at this time who will be a farmer. Friends, today we stand at a momentous crossroads, celebrating 150th years of IMD, a legacy of service etched in the annals of our nation's scientific progress. And that progress at the moment is incremental and exponential. It had humble beginnings, as I said, in 1875 in the City of Joy, then Calcutta, now Kolkata. It has now evolved. Certainly in the front line of global leaders and a regional leader whom the nations look up to. And I am personally aware of it because our neighbors have greatly benefited by the inputs made available by IMD. As we commemorate this milestone, a significant milestone, and we enter into a new era, an era of collaboration and innovation. IMD is moving in tandem with the stakeholders, scientific institutions, and this is poised to scale greater heights. Gone are the days of fragmented disaster management. Today, a robust system ensures a predictable mechanism for financing not just response, but mitigation, preparedness, and recovery. I could see inputs made available by IMD, Coast Guard, Navy, Air Force, acting in tandem along with disaster management agencies, ensuring not a single mortality on high seas, hardly damaged to vessels. Coastal areas were cleared. एक जमाना था, बहुत पहले की बात है, जब मौसम विभाग कहता था, और इसलिए कहता था कि साइंटिफिक प्रोग्रेस नहीं थी, कि बरसात होगी, बरसात नहीं होती थी। निश्चिंत होकर कह सकते थे भाई शायद नहीं होगी। आज so much is the precision, it is by seconds. We are proud of our scientists. We are proud of our very talented human resource. We are proud of our technological evolution and progress. It is dictating every facet of our life. अंदाजा लगाइए, गांव का आदमी ट्रेन पकड़ता है तो कहता है ट्रेन कितनी देरी से आ रही है, मौसम विभाग बता देगा कितना भोग है। अपने खेत में जाता है तो देख लेता है कि क्या होगा। मैं इसलिए कह रहा हूं कि उसके हाथ में टेक्नोलॉजी है, वो उसका उपयोग कर रहा है। आपकी रीच हर कोने में है। एंड आई एम देयरफॉर एक्सट्रीमली डिलाइटेड कि आज जो हमने लॉन्च किए हैं, पंचायत मौसम सेवा बहुत इंप्रेस करेगी मेरे को। Every village panchayat is now having a technological center, which is heavily used now. Footfalls are on the rise day by day. And then mobile app, पहले जाते थे बाहर, देखते थे कि उनके FM रेडियो के ऊपर खबर आएगी मौसम खराब होने वाला है, आप रूट बदल लीजिए। This app will be far more efficient. It will involve everyone as beneficiary of the great efforts of IMD. IMD is much beyond जस्ट वेदर फोरकास्ट। और मैं इसलिए कह सकता हूं कि मैं कृषक पुत्र हूं। वेदर फोरकास्ट के भी बहुत आगे तक बात चली गई है। सेफ्टी नेट, protecting our national interests, shielding our citizens from wrath of nature, and of course, extremely useful for our security concerns. We have come a long way. Agriculture से healthcare तक, aviation से energy तक, it is present in our life. And with affirmative stance, farmers tilling the land to Jawans guarding the frontiers, IMD plays a critical positive role. Unwavering commitment is evident, and it was shown on the television here, screen here. Farmers' income has gone up. And I can assure you and indicate to you on the basis of personal strength that in the farming community, aged men and women who may not have had formal education but are very intelligent use technology as much as we do. They tell the grandchildren, मौसम विभाग की जानकारी ले लो, कितने गर्म कपड़े आपके काम में आएंगे क्योंकि आप घूमने शिमला जा रहे हो. That old woman, Nani Dadi, will tell you. It has embedded, integrated, totally ingratiated with our daily life. Now we have taken great initiatives and the world is praising Bharat. Gati Shakti and Udaan, for both, IMD has played pivotal role. Safe aviation is not possible at all without IMD being 24/7 alert. Even during G20 summit, the success of which has been recognized and acknowledged by the world to an extent that it will be difficult to reach the benchmark put up by Bharat in organizing it. IMD had a great role to play. And we had tough weather. In the realm of health and during COVID, the contribution was no less. I had the occasion to interact with Chairman of ISRO, and ISRO has made us proud. Chandrayaan 3 landed on Moon at South Pole, a place to which no country has gone. On the surface of Moon, we had etched for history Tiranga and Shiv Shakti Point. He told me that we have also contributed hugely to the growth of IMD because we have wholesome, synergetic approach with IMD. We are working in togetherness. We give them inputs and we are tailoring our product to their requirements. This has made India's IMD as one of the frontline IMD meteorological departments in the world. This is not a small feat. But time now has come where our mindset will have to be pro-disruptive technologies. We have to live with them. We have to harness these technologies for our larger benefit. And IMD has great potential in utilizing technologies like machine learning, crowdsourced data to refine its forecasts and predict extreme weather events with greater precision. I'm looking for a day where IMD can predict what will be weather conditions in the two houses of Parliament for the presiding officers. I am pretty sure you'll find a way out. Two of my distinguished predecessors in West Bengal, one of them raised the concern, we must do something about earthquakes. We must predict them. I told them the day is not far. IMD, in synergetic stance with other scientific bodies and academia, will do it. Because it helps us prepare in advance. And if I go to the extent of saying they can predict weather in 2 houses of parliament, the politician will be tempted, Honorable Minister is here, if IMD can predict weather of election also. When it comes to renewable energy and non-conventional energy, IMD plays a critical role in helping the businessman plan his or her investments, to know what can be the optimal utilization of the natural resource which he or she brings to exploit. What I mean to say, there is no walk of life in which IMD has no role to play. It has role for everyone. And why speak about my experience in West Bengal? Very recently we had cyclone Biparjoy. It has joy in it, as Calcutta has City of Joy. But Biparjoy was a menace. Thanks to IMD inputs, thanks to our preparedness, thanks to our disaster management schemes, coordination amongst various agencies, that large part of IMD's accurate warnings resulted in zero fatality. Zero. The impact extends beyond our borders. Our neighbors in the Bay of Bengal and Arabian Sea rely on IMD's expertise, as evidenced by praise of Bangladesh and Myanmar received for their minimal casualties during Cyclone Mocha, a testament to IMD's foresight. Let me slightly digress, it is relevant. Our technological prowess is also an important mechanism of soft diplomacy. Because relationships are defined by what country has to gain from another in economy. Now it has graduated to a higher level. A gain in technology is also important, and we are part of it. I may remind you that our UPI model is also a facet of soft diplomacy. It has been adopted by several leading countries, UPI, including Singapore. Our ISRO has generated a great diplomatic soft power for Bharat, because ISRO has launched satellites of several countries, including the USA, UK, and Singapore. So our technological rise is a most impactful mechanism to give cutting edge to our diplomacy. And that is happening thanks to people like you and others in organizations. Celebration of 150th year is a matter of satisfaction, but it brings a great challenge also, because climate is changing every moment. The threat of climate change looms large. Global efforts are there, but results are not matching. Calamitous events underscore the urgency of innovative solutions. The IMD at the forefront of disaster risk reduction harnesses technology through public-private partnerships and research collaborations to mitigate the impact of natural disasters. Now it is time for us, and fortunately our Bharat is in the front league of nations, and the number is not in double digit, who are engaged in harnessing disruptive technologies. Continuous investment in cutting-edge technology like quantum computing, artificial intelligence, and big data analytics is crucial to enhance forecast accuracy and delve deeper into the complexities of science. Gone are the days where you could make an impact just by scratching the surface. You have to dive deep into it these days. It is a reflection of leadership, farsightedness in Bharat that we have undertaken initiatives more than other countries. Cabinet cleared rupees 6,000 crores for National Quantum Mission to boost research in quantum technology. The mission aims to seed, nurture and scale up scientific and industrial research and development, create a vibrant and innovative ecosystem in quantum technology. But I would lay a great emphasis, and from this platform, I seek your assistance so that we can unitedly appeal to our corporate world to subscribe to the concept of research and development. If you will look around the world, in developed countries, research and development has been initiated by the corporate world. They have supported institutions like IMD, scientific institutions and academia with fiscal power. I call upon our corporate leaders to handhold institutions like IMD to promote research and development as regards disruptive technologies and their use in disaster risk reduction and management technologies. Let me tell you the economic dimension of what you are doing. If there is no timely input from IMD, there will be loss of lives. There will be huge destruction of property also. Some is unavoidable, but then you can contain it. Livestock, boats and ships on the high seas, that is not only minimized, virtually it is zero because of timely input and of course systemic working of adequate warning. It is soothing to note that it has become our culture to integrate technology in our daily life, and technology which is cutting edge. This prowess has been garnered by the government in every walk of life. It has destroyed corruption. It has secured that the relief reaches to the person direct without intervention of any agency and 100%. And this is also coming to the aid of IMD. Now from artificial intelligence powered map creation and targeted weather alerts to blockchain secure data sharing and Twitter's rapid information flow, a potent mix of advanced and established technologies is reshaping disaster response. India's massive digitization and deep technological penetration has enabled and empowered our people, resultantly crowdsourcing, social media platforms and digital fundraising empower the public, while SMS and satellite technology remain vital. I can tell you, machine learning has to be massively used by IMD. When conditions change very fast, the inputs have to be analyzed. The data comes in several mechanisms. Virtually, it's a flood. That technology has to be employed. The dynamic interplay has fostered collaboration, saved lives, and unfolds a promising future for a more coordinated and effective response. The IMD must remain at the forefront of adopting and integrating such innovations to solidify its position as a global leader, which it is bound to be. It is only a matter of time. Our Bharat has emerged as a regional leader already in weather and climate services, sharing its expertise and technological advancements with South Asia, Southeast Asian and Middle Eastern countries. I have had the occasion to be at Phnom Penh as Vice President. ASEAN countries look up to Bharat for such kind of expertise inputs. Recognizing the interconnectedness of weather patterns and shared vulnerabilities and which we have. If you look around, our vulnerabilities are nearly the same to climate change. India has forged partnerships and collaborations, extending its support meaningfully, positively, wholesomely to our neighborhood. IMD's contribution to global safety and economic development through its role as regional and global centers for weather and climate forecasting is commendable and well recognized by your peers in developed parts of the world. Look at the trade volume on the high seas. Your role is very critical. And it is being used massively. IMD has fostered a spirit of regional cooperation, nurturing collaborative framework to address climate variability, which we all are facing day in and day out. By extending our weather and climate services to our neighbors and other countries, we not only strengthen regional resilience, but also reinforce India's commitment of being a responsible global player, truly reflecting a sense of our age-old ethos, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. G20 saw it during COVID menace, when the entire world was facing pandemic. A country then of more than 1.3 billion faced the challenge, but also helped more than 100 other countries by co-vaccine method, which is being well recognized by others. Friends, as we move forward, strengthening our capabilities is imperative. IMD must continue to enhance its observational and forecasting systems, collaborate with international partners, and contribute to global efforts in understanding and mitigating the impacts of climate change. To be contemporaneously updated is fine. To use the technology of the day is also fine. But gone are the days when we would look up to the West to make available technology to us. Now we have to lead in that direction. Already efforts are there, but IMD has also to play a great role. Let us stand together, committed to supporting the IMD in its mission, is my call to all sister organizations and the people at large. By investing in research, technology and international collaboration, we can ensure that IMD continues to evolve and meet challenges of the future. Together we can harness the power of meteorology for greater good of our nation, its people, and the world at large. Friends, we have come a long way, but we have to remember we have to also go a long way. We have to traverse that area, not following someone's technology, but by being technological leaders. And we have to be prepared, because dynamics of climate change is varying to an extent that even disruptive technologies may fall short of it. And all of us, therefore, to save the planet, have to act in tandem and togetherness. And I have no doubt Bharat, home to 1/6 of humanity, possessed of most brilliant human resource in the world, with commitment and direction, will give lead to the world. And I wish I may not be around then, but I am sure my wish will fructify. Bharat at 2047 will be the world's most developed nation, leading the world for harmony, peace, and stability. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much indeed, sir, for enlightening us with your wisdom and inspiring us with your vision. I would now like to request DGM Dr. M. Mohapatra to kindly do the honors of presenting a token of gratitude, a memento to our dignitaries. May I request you, sir, to present a memento to the Honorable Vice President of India. Thank you, sir, for your appreciating the Indian Meteorological Department for its 150 years of the service to the nation. Thank you, sir, for highlighting the importance of weather and the climate services for various sectors and stakeholders. We present a memento to the Honorable Minister for Earth Sciences.